Hey everyone, my name is Kamal and I'm one of the team members from Team 5. And today I'll be covering the prospective student data analysis. So for the analysis, we started with question 1. And the first question was, how interested are you in pursuing a bachelor's degree in business? We had about 58 respondents who completed the survey, and almost 50% of the respondents are interested in pursuing a bachelor's degree in business. We had 19% who were very interested, 29% who were somewhat interested, and then there were also 17% who was very uninterested, and 16% who was somewhat uninterested, and 19% who was neutral. With more research on the prospective applicants part, we are confident and hopeful that we can get the 90% who are neutral to become completely interested in pursuing a bachelor's degree in business with our program. Having a business degree is a good way to develop many transferable skills needed for working in an everyday business environment. The next question, we did an analysis on question 3, which was, if you decided to pursue a bachelor's degree in business, which format of programming would you prefer? And of the 58 respondents, we only had about 57 who completed this question. 19% said 100% online courses, 9% said mostly online courses, 20% or 21% said 100% on campus courses, 14% said mostly on campus courses, and 37% of the respondents said hybrid courses, which is a mix between online and in person. Um, a lot of students always want the full experience of being able to go on campus and being able to make more friends as well. However, a majority would prefer on campus courses simply because they need face to face learning so they can ask the professors for help when they need it most. Um, of the 37% respondents, uh, they would most likely prefer hybrid courses, which is a mix of online and in person, like I said. This can be also beneficial so that students get face to face experience for the help that they need and the time management benefits of online courses. The next question was, we asked them to please rate the importance of criteria in the selecting an online business program. We only had about 52 that answered this question. The criteria that were listed was personalized advising services, good career services, social media presence, flexibility in scheduling and graduation, convenient application process, quick responses from the school, prerequisites and transfer requirements, attractiveness of the curriculum, the school's imaging and reputation, recommendations by other people, geographical proximity, and cost and financial aid. Um, Within the completion of the survey, like I said, that we had 52 respondents, and the rating went from 0 to 5, 0 to being non-important and 5 being most important. The most important criteria were cost and financial aid with an average of 4.48, flexibility in scheduling and graduation with an average of 4.38, and good career services with 4.19. Brockport should mainly focus on increasing the attractiveness of these aspects and highlight them in the marketing. For example, including something like enjoy the flexibility of taking classes around your schedule or graduate at your own pace in your advertising, which may entice potential students. The least important criteria were social media presence with an average of 2.67, geographical proximity with 3.42, and recommendation by other people, which was 3.52. In all honesty, nowadays, not many people look at the school's social media accounts or don't even bother to follow them. And they only look to get updates on what is going around the school's campus and the school's community. Recommendations can be important as well as unimportant. Everyone has different thoughts on which online business program is the best fit for them or which might be the worst fit for them. Everyone has a different experience. Next, we did a Nova chart, which covers like non students with no job or part time or working full time. Uh, the top part shows part timers with an average of 3.47, and they seem to have more interest in pursuing a business degree than people with no jobs, which had an average of 3, or full timers who had an average of 3.05. This suggests that part timers may be a better target segment than full timers or no jobs. To tell whether this difference is statistically significant, we had to look at the p-value, and the p-value is 0.69, and it's greater than the predetermined significance level of 0.05. The difference is not statistically significant, though it looks like there is some difference. Part of the reason that this apparent difference is not actually statistically significant may be due to the small sample size. If we increase the sample size, there is a higher chance that we will get a statistically significant group difference. The next chart covers the sex of the respondents, male or female, and the top chart shows females with an average of 3.53, and they seem to have more interest in pursuing a business degree than male students, who had a mean of 2.96. This suggests that females may be a better target segment than male students for Brockport's ODC program. However, since the p-value is 0.22 and it's greater than the significance level of 0.05, the difference is not statistically significant. This may be due to the small sample size, as I said, but it does seem that there is some difference, and the data from the current ODC students also supports the hypothesis that females would be more interested in pursuing a business degree. Next, we have business and non-business. Business majors have an average of 3.35 and seem to have slightly more interest in pursuing a business degree for not over non-business majors with an average of 3.15. Since the p-value is 0.68, which is higher than the significance level, the difference is not statistically significant. This suggests that business and non-business majors will likely have about the same interest in Brockport's ODC program, and that it may not be important to target segment business majors. A larger sample size may lead to more statistically significant results. All right, next is the summary output. According to the first table, the R square value is 0.121, which tells us that about 12% of the variance in the dependent variable interest in pursuing a business degree can be predicted by the independent variables age, gender, last year in college, and job status. The strongest predictor of whether or not a person will be interested in pursuing a degree in business is gender, and the coefficient is 0.92. Pairing this information with the ANOVA information I discussed earlier, it seems that females are more interested than males in pursuing a degree in business and are therefore a better target market for Brockport's ODC program. The next strongest predictors are last year in college, which had a coefficient of 0.263, and age with a coefficient of 0.258. Job status is the weakest predictor with a coefficient of negative 0.206. However, all the p-values are higher than the significance level, so the results are not statistically significant. Again, this is probably due to the small sample size. And that pretty much covers my end of the presentation.